DAWG BITE.
Austin Aries said, I was going to apologise for the tweets that have now been deleted.
Yeah.
But Johnny Impact Taylor got on TMZ to take advantage of the situation, and then there was like a pull apart pushing fight. So that was to tell that there was real heat between them, and that everyone thinks that it was a legitimate fight. There's no way it was. Everyone was there to separate them. So let's fast forward now to Bound for Glory. The match I actually enjoyed. Like, it was kind of sloppy, but it was on purpose sloppy. You could tell, like,
Okay.
they're both pissed off at each other, so they're really trying to make it look like a real fight. And just before the end of the match, Austin Aries goes through the second and bottom rope to take out Kyle Valkyrie,
Yeah.
which everyone booed, of course. Then he came back in, Johnny took over, hit the Starship Pain. Once again, I can't remember what it's called now. That's what it was called in WWE. As soon as the 3 count was counted, Austin Aries got up, no soul to finish up, flipped on Callis, who's the booker,
Yeah.
who is good friend Vince Russo, by the way, so has very common ground booking philosophy.
Okay.
Flipped him the bird, and then he walked out of the ring, flipping the crowd the bird, and he's gone. It's a work, because Austin Aries is doing the new loose cannon gimmick.
I know.
Can you improve?
If that's a work, I don't like it. It breaks, to me, it just breaks kayfabe. It makes just look cheap.
Breaking kayfabe, yes, but it's already been broken. There is no kayfabe anymore. Kayfabe is dead.
No, it's not dead. Not in Japan, it's not dead. No.
We're not talking about Japan. Brian Pillman killed kayfabe.
No, he didn't.
And now we're talking double standards with Dingo.
No, we're not.
What's the difference between what Brian Pillman did and what Austin Aries has now done?
Okay, I'll tell you exactly, because that was right between the Monday Night Wars, right? Between WCW and WWE, correct? Okay, so WCW were heading down a path that they wanted to beat WWE. So they went to new grounds and they really sort of pulled people in and they sort of gave them a VIP backroom locker pass, so to speak. And by Brian Pillman doing that, it shocked the wrestling world and they just went, oh my God, this is actually real. It's the same as, to me, when Bret Hart in the Montreal Screwjob, I'm still believing that's a work. Is that a work? Is the Montreal Screwjob a work or was it a shoot?
If you punch in the eye, you don't get a black eye that's an instant later, so I would say it's a work.
It's the greatest work in pro wrestling, right? And I actually talked to Bret Hart not long after. I was in Canada there at the Hearts.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And I still to this day, and I've talked to Bret and we've
What
sat...
did Bret Hart say?
Well, no, I've sat down with Bret and we've talked for hours, face to face, but he will tell me straight up, it's a shoot. It really happened.
Then why do you think it's the work then? If he's telling you that, why do you think it's the work?
I just think it's the greatest work in pro wrestling history. And I think they've been sworn to Illuminati secret.
Oh, I just snorted at that. So you think that the Montreal Screwjob
Yep.
was sworn to Illuminati's secret?
Yep.
Is what you said.
I think, well, no, because I think they've kept it a secret from a brotherhood. They would not let anyone know that it was a work. Still to this day.
I know there's many wrestlers that are Masons in the world.
Yeah.
Not that they'd admit it publicly, but to say that the Montreal Screwjob is an Illuminati secret, do they worry themselves with wrestling secrets?
Well, why not? I mean, it's part of a control system, isn't it, right? People tune in to pro wrestling. They forget what's going on in the world. I mean, it captivates people. It's got them hooked. You've got the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, part of WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
Donald Trump knows what's going on.
Yeah, he knows he's a wrestling fan.
Well, he's a wrestling fan and he's also a Mason, right? So, does that not answer the question? Are Freemasons interested in pro wrestling? Damn right they are.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. But are they worried about secrets wrestling? Why would that concern them?
Governor Jesse Ventura, he's having secret meetings. He's having secret meetings with Fidel Castro at one point. Now, come on.
Really?
Oh yeah, but this is not a conspiracy. He's actually talked about it. But you don't become the governor and then possibly run for president and having secret meetings with Castro in Cuba if you're not part of the system. So people could talk what they want about Jesse Ventura and he had conspiracy theory show, but then when you've got Jesse interviewing real conspiracy theorists like David Icke, and then he started calling out David Icke, calling him a fake.
Sorry, who called him a fake? Jesse.
Jesse called David Icke a fake to his face and said, "Oh, you're making money off this." I'm like, wait a minute, that's what Jesse's doing as well.
What was his show called?
Conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theory.
Was it? Yeah.
But see, the difference, Jesse only touched on very minor conspiracies. Conspiracies people already believed were happening anyway. Like, was 9/11 an inside job, etc. But then you've got David Icke, who dived in a little bit deeper, talking about reptilians and the control from the monarch. And then Jesse couldn't handle that. He couldn't handle a little bit deeper.
Yeah, interesting. And it's interesting how we went from bad to glory to these conspiracy theories.
Well,
I like it, right? I like it.
It's all connected, I say.
But the greatest work of all time is Austin Aries. He's taken over.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you're right there. I'm not credit to him. He's taken over. I mean, what we really got to do is get him on the show.
You just don't like it.
No, I don't like it. I just don't like that work. I don't like that angle in pro wrestling. If he could explain himself better, we'll get him on the show sometime.
Well, you know what you will like about Austin Aries?
What would I like about Austin Aries? Tell me.
He's a vegan, just like you.
I do like that. I've seen a few of his vegan posts on Instagram. So I tip my hat to him. He's doing good. He's got a good book out. You've read it, Food Fight.
Yeah, it's a great book.
No, I respect him for that.
It's very interesting. I'm not vegetarian or vegan, but I've started considering maybe not going full vegetarian, but sort of easing my way into it, if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense.
It'll be good for my health, and I've learnt that from the book and from you yourself. So
yeah, no, it's great. It's really great for health. They've got things called like Meatless Mondays, where they're encouraging people to cut out meat just for a day, just for a Monday, and it improves health, and it makes people think. And books like Austin Aries put out Food Fight. You get a guy like it's famous on a world level, and he's putting out a good message, like Leonardo DiCaprio, like Joaquin Phoenix, who's the new Joker, by the way, who's also vegan. So you've got people with credibility and a public figure, and if they're spreading the message, I think that's great. That's what I want to do more of. And actually, next week in Osaka, I've been invited to the Ethical Osaka Vegan Festival. They've called me up and they want me to be guest speaker next week.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's really good. I'm excited.
How many people will be there? Do you know? What sort of attendance?
There'll be thousands walking through all day.
Yeah.
So there's going to be like food stalls. There'll be like vegan products like bags, wallets, a lot of things going on. There's bands, there's punk bands. My friend who's the organizer, he's actually in a punk band called Violent Technologies. So they'll be playing. I'll be speaking.
Yep.
So it's good to have the opportunity.
Will you be cooking at all? Will you be cooking there as well, or just speaking?
No, just speaking. I mean, if they've got a spare fire burning, I'll be cooking something. But no, I'll be just speaking. Actually, like 3 years ago, I was at the vegan festival in Okinawa. I got to do a wrestling demonstration for the kids.
Okay.
So we got kids up from the crowd, and we had big crash mat, and then I took them through a few wrestling drills, and then it was great. They loved it.
Oh, nice.
So it's good to be part of the community, and I'm maybe like even 80% people that walk through these vegan festivals, they're not vegan. They're just going for good food.
Yeah.
Like when you say vegan to a lot of people, they think, oh no, yuck. Like it's like their image of vegan food is very negative.
Yeah.
But I owned a cafe in Okinawa here called Nefera, and I cooked vegan chicken. I was making Buddha bowls, and I was making eggs Benedict vegan style.
Yeah.
And 90% of the people were not vegan. They came from Tokyo, around the world to come to my cafe. They were so shocked how I thought vegan food would taste.
Yeah.
And it would make them think like, well, if this is vegan food, hell, I can go vegan.
Yeah.
So that's my point I want to get across in Osaka next week at the festival. Like, vegan isn't such a bad word.
Yeah.
You can get as much protein from eating meat as you can from vegetables. Because if you think the biggest animals in the world, gorillas, giraffes, rhinoceroses, they eat plants. So
Yeah, that's true.
it's exactly what we can do. We can eat plants and we get enough protein.
You know what? An interesting point in Austin's book was, he was talking about drinking milk is for cows. We're drinking milk that is meant for cows, pretty much. I don't think he said that it's not healthy, but he sort of said like it's just not natural.
Well, we seem
In a way.
we seem to be the only species on Earth that drink other species' milk.
Yeah, that was his point, yeah. So, he said that. And another parallel between you and Austin is that Austin also used to eat meat quite a lot, like he grew up eating meat,
Yeah.
pretty much. 3 veg of meat and 3 veg for dinner.
Sure.
Had, chicken sandwiches, whatever, roast beef sandwiches, leftover roast beef and that sort of thing. And he just decided that, I think he drove past an abattoir or something and could smell it and went, I think I'm not going to eat meat anymore. It was something like that. So, it's a really interesting book. I recommend it to anyone.
Yeah, no, great. It's a great book.
So, moving on, after talking to you, before we decided to start doing the podcast, you hit me with a bit of a story that really took my interest.
I got a lot of stories, a lot of secrets.